bahar nilai abiarnu atir nilai awar nilai abihar nilai biarnam yar nilai war nilai iti warnu sharnam yernile arna warne ayarni metya warnu hurnile ahisha meherni arnalarni yawarnu alshurni
Hello, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This is your monthly message for November 2020 and beyond, whenever the universe nudges you to watch. I do consider these readings timeless. I do set my intention that they would somehow reach you whenever it's appropriate for you. Now, I am uploading this for November 2020. However, if it comes into your awareness anytime after that, there indeed could be a message here for you. Nonetheless, these readings are general, so at the end of the day, I can't expect them to possibly connect with every single one of you. What I always say is, hey, if this particular reading doesn't connect, maybe feel free to check out my other readings. I do have pick-a cards there as well. So let's go ahead and get started for you. We're going to start first with a fortune reading card. This is going to act as the main theme of your reading. So let's see, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. What is the main energy for you for this monthly message, November 2020 and beyond, whenever you choose to watch? So let's see, what is the main energy for you, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? Let's see. All right, marriage. Interesting. You are attracting emotional fulfillment and unconditional love. Maybe attracting a relationship, maybe attracting some form of partnership. Could be a literal marriage. Maybe some of you are getting married, or maybe some of you have just gotten engaged. Maybe you're meeting that life partner. That's a possibility. It could also be a partnership, maybe of the non-romantic sense, whether it be business or a friend, possibly even like, you meet your person, your tribe. So let's see what else we can get from the tarot to help us understand a little bit more about what this card is all about. So we're looking at Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, November 2020 beyond, whenever you choose to watch. Let's see, what are the messages for you? All right. So we have the Knight of Pentacles, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. Could be you, could be somebody else. The Five of Wands. And the Eight of Wands. This is pretty awesome. So what this is telling me is that you're on the move towards something. You're moving on. Hey, I could even say there's a possibility you could be moving on from somebody or something and then finding a better match on your journey as you move on. The reason why I say that is because there's a Five of Wands here, and oftentimes I could talk about disputes, challenges, difficulties that we face with others in our surroundings, maybe even conflicts within ourselves. Oftentimes the Five of Wands can talk about competition in the workplace. So again, when I was getting the idea earlier that this could be a maybe new partnership that you're forming in regards to a career, maybe with a new job or something like that, that would explain why the Five would be here, as well as the Knight of Pentacles. Knights are, you know, movement, action, speed. We do have the Eight of Wands, which is very similar in energy. Knight of Pentacles usually associated with earthly things, okay, and foundational stability. So I could see it a lot of different ways. Some of you are moving on from an old job, finding partnership with a new one that's maybe going to put you on the road to travel, but one that's going to stabilize you with this Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles is an energy where it's practical, it takes its time, it's methodical, but when it does that, it's so that way things are meant to last. It doesn't want to jump into anything risky or do anything that's not well thought through. So when you get a Knight of Pentacles energy, it is a slower moving energy, but nonetheless, it's an energy that's built to last because it does take its time and it doesn't rush into something. So I do feel like you are on the move, making lots of progress with this Eight of Wands as well. Could be travel, maybe changing location, maybe a new job is coming around that will be emotionally fulfilling and putting you on the path maybe to travel for work or relocate for work. But the struggles in regards to the career situation, to me, with this energy here, seem to be resolving themselves. So whatever conflicts you might have felt in your environment or in your workplace or in a connection, those things seem to be resolving themselves. If it's a relationship, I can see how some of you would be moving on from an old relationship after much conflict and challenge and deciding to move along or away from with that Eight of Wands. And then on the path of moving on from that previous situation, because of the conflict, you end up finding another partner down the road, which has even a more aligned, I'm getting the vibe of like aligned vibe with you, okay? I guess because I'm seeing Two Cups in the card, so it's kind of giving me the feeling of a Two of Cups. So I do feel that you're on the road towards better things, more emotional fulfillment, good partnerships, maybe a life partner is on the way, or you've met one and things are going steadily in the right direction. I could also see with the Eight of Wands how there's passion there as well, because the Eight of Wands does talk about Cupid arrows striking and things moving fast and picking up the pace. In other words, things in a new relationship especially could be very hot and heavy. What I do feel is that some of you have made progress recently in your personal lives, where you're moving on from things that would cause or create conflict. You're moving on, making progress in your personal life, whether that be in love, self-love, career, your goals. It feels like you're moving away from things that will cause conflict within yourself or in your environment. And you've put a lot of energy, time, resources, and I'm even hearing patience into this new chapter, into the journey that you're moving into. And it's because you've steadily put one foot in front of the other and decided to continue to move forward, is when now the things that are, again, I keep getting the vibe of Two of Cups here, an alignment. Things that are in alignment with you are now showing up at your door. Okay, now they're flying into your life, coming towards you. I say coming towards you because the Eight of Wands. So it does feel like there could be a marriage, romantically, a marriage in a business partner. In essence, you know, two things come together and form a connection, a partnership, and some form of union. You shake hands on something, you agree, you form that bond or that unit in a situation now. And now, because you're forming those connections with this card here, it's helping you move along in life. and quickly. So I'm feeling the vibe of shifts and moves in a different direction, because if you look at the horse's body language, the horses are going that way, right? They're definitely going out into the future. So no more of this over here. I think you settled those things. And you're moving, slowly but surely moving away from them. But then as you make the progress forward away from those things, new things, it kind of feels like are also entering. Maybe better partnerships, maybe more unified relationships. If it's an existing relationship, I could see how some of you, let's say you don't have a relationship that you moved away from. Maybe this is an existing relationship. This is telling me that the conflicts in that connection will be resolved, because we see how there is love here, unconditional love, despite your ups and downs. You do find emotional fulfillment within each other. So it looks like steady paces forward and progress being made after challenges, maybe moments of instability here with the Five of Wands, maybe even after disagreements where you don't see eye to eye, where you've been disputing and just not on the same page. We do see that the energy is kind of moving away from those conflicts, as I said earlier, and you're moving into a more, I almost want to say energized, energized relationship situation. Again, Eight of Wands can speak about lots of passion flying through the air. So maybe there's reconciliation and you guys are kissing and making up, that kind of thing. But nonetheless, this is an energy of, yeah, you're on the right track. Things are resolving themselves. Things are getting better. Previous conflicts now feel like they're out of the way. And whatever situation that may be, that could be about money, that could be about job, that could be about a relationship, maybe about the past. And what's happening here is you're entering a period of excitement, momentum, speed, things moving quickly, things being resolved. You're entering a period of emotional fulfillment where things are starting to make sense, and it does feel like things are coming together. And I say coming together because of that marriage energy of this card. That's exactly what a marriage is about. You come together. In whatever situation it is, you're coming together. Things are coming together. That's what this feels like. So Gemini, let's see if we can get 3 cards for a little bit more detail on this. I also feel like things are coming together. You're making moves in life, but then also things are moving towards you. So things are coming at you too. And there's also this feeling of you're on the move, they're on the move, and whatever this other thing is coming towards you. And then, you know, there's that energy of the two where you kind of meet in the middle. Okay, so wait a minute here. So we have the puppet energy. Hold on. And that does talk about things being slightly out of control, or you feeling like they've been out of control. That would be the Five of Wands energy, where things are kind of unpredictable and maybe challenging. All right, that's beautiful. That's the moth. That is an energy of change and transformation. And then we have the trumpet energy, which is like an awakening, a wake-up call. I do like this combination because it's telling me that you are emerging out of conflict or out of a difficult time with the Five of Wands, and where things kind of felt like you were stuck or they were outside of your immediate control. I'm thinking that this is a major shift for the better, or a change for you in some aspects. That's why I was getting the vibe of, you know, you are making progress. I think you're coming out of a time of challenge, and now things are starting to pick up the pace and finally come together, whether it be in romance, in the romance department, or in the career personal goal department. Things are moving along. We do have 2 energies, Knight of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands, which are about that movement. And When I was talking about earlier with the passion flying through the air, especially if this is a connection you are forming with someone, that moth energy does talk about attraction, and moths and bugs and, you know, all those little critters. It's like, what do they say? A moth to a flame, right? So this energy here does talk about major attraction. So I do, and you know, if Cupid arrows are flying through the air over here with the Eight of Wands, I can definitely see how, you know, if in the past you had a really bad relationship and you're slowly getting out of that, what it did was, if anything, made room for a new connection, one that's more in alignment with you to show up, okay, and come towards you. And we have that beautiful shift and change in life, and the progress, you know, that you're making is now kind of showing itself. I'm feeling with the moth there. So yeah, I do feel like this is a major shift and transformation, but it's in the path of better things to come. Again, it says you're attracting emotional fulfillment and unconditional love. Well, there's the beautiful attraction of the moth, like a moth to a flame. Someone's coming into your life and is attracted to you like a moth to a flame, maybe even vice versa. So both ways, it goes both ways. And then over here with the trumpet energy, again, it's that awakening, the vibe, right? Think of like the judgment energy with the angel blowing the trumpet. You know, it's getting your attention. The trumpet energy definitely does talk about spiritual vibes and an awakening and getting a wake-up call in some sort of way. But it is a form of awareness. So it kind of feels like you're coming out of a period where you might have felt like this puppet energy. Again, things out of control, not going your way, and then it's shifting. Okay, it's shifting and transforming and changing, and now you're seeing things so much more clearer with this trumpet energy than you have in a long time. Again, you're coming out of that fog of conflict, whether it be within yourself, in an environment, or in a situation. You're coming out of that situation where you maybe didn't feel your best with this energy. Maybe you felt like things were out of control and maybe out of your hands. And it's like you're emerging with this moth energy into a happier time, into a time where things are making progress, but progress in the right direction, where you can see things properly and clearly. I'm getting with the trumpet, again, the energy of awareness, okay, getting your attention. So it's like seeing things for what they are, for what they really are now. And it's like now that you can move forward with confidence. You can embrace new things, maybe new love, maybe even new places. You can embrace maybe a new job even, because things are shifting in the right direction for the better, the way they should have all along. You're coming out of that energy where it was kind of feeling like you didn't have control over what was being thrown at you. But that doesn't feel like the case anymore. You're emerging into this new version of yourself, and you're moving forward in the right direction. And I think you're attracting beautiful things to you because your vibe is high over here with the trumpet. Again, attracting things with the moth, and your high vibe over here with the trumpet. So let's see if we can get some Making Magic cards. All right, what was that? Cards are just flying everywhere. Let's see. Okay, there goes another one. All right, so what do we get? Oh, nice. Look at that. The star twice. The silver energy of the star brings good luck and serendipity. And then we have the mystic star, harmony in the home, and great friendships. So there you go. You're forming new relationships. You're getting back to a place of wellness, of harmony. I do feel like the vibe is shifting with the trumpet. Again, it does talk about vibrations. It does talk about spiritual vibes, right? High vibe energy. So I feel like the vibe in your everyday life is shifting. But I also feel like it's something that you got rid of. Maybe you pulled these pins out of you in some way. You got rid of what was creating conflict. And it's now as a result of getting rid of what was creating conflict that now things can shift and be a match to your vibrational frequency over here with the trumpet. That's why this card over here is saying, look, you're attracting emotional fulfillment and unconditional love. You're attracting good things into your life. Those things are coming towards you, but it's because you got rid of this, whatever that was. And I don't even want to begin to speculate, you know. Maybe you could tell me what it is that you recently got rid of over here with the Five of Wands and the puppet that allowed for this shift to occur. So that way, good things, good people, good environments, again, it talks about the home, that's your environment, can now start to enter your life, okay? And then you have the star twice. So that's also telling me that, you know, when I think of the star, I think of divine guidance. I also think of hope. You might not have given up hope or faith in your journey. I also think of wish fulfillment. So that's beautiful to see the star show up twice for you, Gemini. Your luck is shifting. Again, the moth, the major transformation. So let me grab some dice, and they're all the way over here, to get some angel numbers for you. If you're not familiar with my channel, what I do is I roll the dice. I get angel numbers. Those angel numbers can be interpreted. All you have to do is Google angel number and whatever it is. There'll be several sources online that will help you interpret the numbers for additional messages. The messages of those angel numbers could indeed confirm some things already said in this reading and or provide additional messages for you that maybe you needed to hear, right? Personally for you. I don't recommend a website to go look up off the bat because at the end of the day, the journey to researching the numbers could lead you to other synchronicities and confirmations that you may need from universe or from Great Spirit. So it's always best for you to do the research yourself, so that way you know, you can take that journey. Otherwise, if I give you a shortcut, you might lose something along the way, and I definitely wouldn't want that to happen. Okay, so let's see if we can get some angel numbers for you, Gemini. All right, 5, and you do have the 5 of Wands there. Okay, so 5 and double 6 is 512. I'm going to leave it at that with a 3-digit. Those are the easiest to look up. So 512 is your angel number. By all means, let me know what that angel number says for you and how it connects for you. If you want to leave me a comment because this reading has helped you in some way, by all means, please do let me know how it connected for you. I do love hearing from everybody. If you want to support this channel, consider liking this video, sharing this video, subscribing if you haven't subscribed already. Maybe even click the little bell for notifications. It does help this channel. And that way you also don't miss future content because I upload pretty often. And if you want to support this channel even more, consider visiting my Etsy shop, seeing what readings I have available. All my information is in the description box down below. You can check out my readings, and you can also see what handmade crystal jewelry I have available there as well. So sending much love to you wherever you are. Take care, Gemini, okay? And keep shining.